Hey everybody, this is Heartless Spartan here with another Monster High Toy Talk review. Today I have Mattel's second wave of Buried Secrets Draculaura doll. I understand and share many of the concerns around the Buried Secrets line, but I have another video discussing that. The link to that video will be in the description and likely appear here on screen, so please leave comments and share discussion about the Buried Secrets as a line over on that video, and leave comments specific to this Draculaura doll here. Now, this is the second doll I am reviewing in this wave. I will eventually be body swapping this doll and outfit to an articulated Draculaura body for the montage later in the video. For now, let's get into the review. Okay, so here we have Draculaura out of the box. Let's take a look at our doll first here. Now, it's really hard for them not to make a cute Draculaura. She does have that shiny paint over her face, that kind of shiny paint application, and I'm not really personally a fan of like a lot of the makeup, like too much makeup I feel like is on here. If you think it's cute, that's not bad. I feel like this one's a little bit cuter than Claudine's was, but I'm just not a big fan of all the extra stuff that she has on. That, and there is like the pixelation in the eyes. Like if I compare the two here, you can see quite a difference there. So that's unfortunate. That's just going to be an ongoing problem with these. Otherwise, I do kind of like the little gradient on the lipstick. She has her usual like vampire fangs. I'm not sure what the little, like, kind of, like, almost like flower petals or whatever it is that they stylized her makeup just above her eyelashes there. I kind of like that little design there. She has her usual hearts in her pupils there. Her vampire ears. I do like the earrings they gave her. Those are really nice. The little hearts with the bat wings and the little ribbon hanging down on either side of her head there. Hang off her ears. Now, her hair, I really do like her hair on this one. It does have a little bit of, extra long strands, but those can be snipped off very easily. It came out of the box very nice. It has this little kind of tassel that's kind of parted off to the side here with a little rubber band on there. But I really do like the red hair that they gave her on this, which is really cool. It's different from the usual black that she has. Now, this bow on the top, this little bow headband, is actually one of the accessories that we get out of one of the little paper packets. And it's actually supposed to be kind of lopsided onto one side of her head. Like if we look on the little package here, it's off to one side. So it was a little bit odd trying to fit that on there, especially when you're used to just kind of putting the symmetrical things on the tops of their heads, but the middle is just kind of to the left of the top of the bow here. And then on this one, I happen to push it down past behind her ears. I kept wanting to only stay on pushing it past the front, and that was a little bit kind of awkward and difficult to get it back there and get it to stay on, but it eventually did after a few tries, and thankfully I didn't mess up her hair too much. But that is some beautiful hair that she has there. I like that red color, and it came out of the box very nice. Of course, the school uniform outfit is pretty simple for the price point and the kind of blind box budget doll that they're kind of going with the where they cut some of the costs, the articulation, and some of the extra stuff. Of course, I would have liked, two separate pieces, because this is one piece that goes Velcro all the way down the back to put it on the doll. Of course, it would have been nice to have like a separate skirt and a separate top so you can swap things out with other dolls and stuff if you want, so long as it fits onto that body type. She's got kind of like a very basic pose there. Not too bad. Still looks pretty cute though. Like, out of the line so far, I do like this Draculaura. Even with the little bit of extra makeup, but I'm just not a fan of the extra makeup. Now the tie, I want to look closer at this tie real quick. Has some spider webs on there. So that's actually painted fairly nice. They could have, just made like a very simple, black molded tie or something that you pop onto there, but they actually were nice enough to paint it. And she has like little webbed hearts and bats on there that look on her skirt there. That looks really neat. It's kind of like plaid spiders and hearts. It's kind of neat. Then her shoes. If we pop one of those off. See, it almost has like a similar design to her like plaid skirt. And it kind of matches her hair color too. So that's kind of nice. I didn't know what to think of these at first, but I kind of like them. Some tall, chunky heels she's wearing. It is a little bit hard for me to tell. I can make out some hearts, and then there's some all kinds of like fancy design on there. Kind of hard to tell what it's supposed to be. There might be some webs mixed in. Yeah, a few. It just looks really fancy. It's on the bottom here. Trying to make out the design. I see a heart in the middle. There we go. Oh, and there's like a winged bat. Not a winged bat, but like a bat-winged heart, where the wings are like little webs. That's kind of neat. Just kind of hard to make out the detail with the dark red color that is there. So let's go ahead, Cinderella that back onto her foot. Oh yeah, on the ankle strap there's this design on here too. Whoop. Almost kind of reminds me of like a family crest or even like a door knocker, but it's a little bat. That's kind of cool. So actually, still another, like, chalk up another victory for Draculaura. Still a cute doll. That's probably my favorite out of the two that I've reviewed out of this wave of Buried Secrets so far. Let's take a look at the accessories. She comes with a pretty nice handbag. I do like the paint on this one. Oh, here we have that bat crest on there again. It's very cool. Yeah, I like the paint detailing on this. This is actually pretty good. I like this. It doesn't appear that it's one that we can open up, but it does look like a really nice accessory. A little bit of a different design on the back with a little skullette. With the little Draculaura bows on it. I do like the design of that. That's pretty cool. Then we get another. I'm just gonna start calling these big gulps. Yeah, a little themed cup for Draculaura. Little vampire skullette on there. Have that like gothic soft chair pattern on there. That's kind of neat. That you'd see on like the furniture and that. Sort of like a tasseled column at the bottom. It's interesting. And it looks like we have a little pen of some kind. A little flying bat on there. And I like how its head is turned. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing that before. Little finger loop on there so the doll can hold it. Neat. Oh, of course, we have like the little Draculaura themed paper packets. I kind of opened these ones in a bit of a rush for whatever reason. But that's kind of neat that it's like the pink notebook paper themed after the character. And then let's take a look at our buried secrets box here. We have the little Draculaura crest there, her handbag, a notebook. Let's get this open. Oh, there's the little pen. I wonder if it's some sort of like secret ink pen or something, that like a magic pen that disappears or something. Let's go ahead and take this out. Little kind of like coffin locker, thin plastic piece, kind of like a Halloween mask. Then we get all the goodies and Easter eggs on the inside. Of course, we have her pet bat. What is it? Count Fabulous. That almost looks like the Gorganizer right there, but it looks like a gift to her dad. It's pretty cool. See some, oh, there's Claude's jacket. Some sort of a ghostly mist here, and she share a room with Spectra, maybe? Not sure off the top of my head whose bag that is there. And isn't that, Gina Fires? Oh, that's who that, okay, that's whose that is. Alright, that's Gina Fires stuff. Oh, there's her handbag up on the wall. What have we got on the one side here? Wait, is that like the little Mega Bloks Draculaura? That's great that they threw that in there. That's awesome. I have that set. I have not opened it yet, though. Oh, there's that travel suitcase that came with the car. I think it came with the car. All right, February 14th is her birthday, Valentine's Day. I just happen to know that off the top of my head. I'm actually kind of mildly proud of myself for that. All right. There's some Venus stuff there. Cupcake recipe. Ask Deuce. I think I saw that episode, actually. Oh, I have that ordered. That's coming soon. I think it's sold out on a Big Bad Toy Store right now, though. License test, yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. So, what have we got on the side of our box here? Why does this vampire always bring a to-go drink to class? Because she gets thirsty after rehearsing monologues. Okay. That explains the cup. Draculaura loves doodling all sorts of things, like an invite for her scary, sweet new friend to come to her B-Day bash. Nice. All right, that explains the pen. All right. Hey, I kind of like the inside of this one. I actually got some of the stuff this time. That mirror's kind of cool back there. But, I mean, pretty cute doll. I'll do a montage and like a body swap with some different pictures and stuff and video. Let's go ahead and get right into that. So Draculaura once again has a very cute doll. I'm personally not a fan of a lot of makeup, but others might find the hearts and extra shine kind of cute. Her hair out of the box was beautiful. I really liked that deep red color that matched the shoes unique to this Draculaura doll. I am still disappointed in the pixelated eyes and the lack of articulation. I still would have liked a release much like they did with Scare-mester Island. The school uniform outfit was still very cute, though it would have been nice to have a separate skirt and top. It was neat to see that plaid design that also matched her handbag. The handbag had a cool looking design and was well painted like her tie. The tilted bow headband was a nice addition that added a bit of extra charm to the outfit too. Overall, this is my favorite doll out of the second wave of Buried Secrets. I have yet to review Frankie and Toralei. I do think this doll is still pretty cute, but I have the opportunity to body swap it to be articulated because that's what I want from the Monster High doll line. The Scare-mester Island dolls were on sale and they're actually a good fit for the non-articulated bodies since there's no joints and they can show off a seamless look. So I don't think the bodies are a waste, but that's only because I have the liberty to swap them around like that. So this wave is 50-50 so far on me kind of liking them. We'll see as I continue to review them. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It motivates me to keep making videos as another hobby of mine. Leave a comment. Do you buy the Buried Secrets line at all, even if you're after a single character you like, or do you think it's just not worth it? I still feel like these should have been released like Scare-mester Island or the Day Out dolls. This has been Heartless Spartan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.